Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, just leaving the RV park and driving through 4T propane and equipment rentals out to the highway over here, Highway 1431. Then we're going to turn left on Highway 29 and go to Burnet, Texas to Rogers RV Sales. Why am I going to go over to Rogers RV Sales? Well, because I want to look at some of those little bitty RVs. I don't think they have anything I'd want, but what my plan is, always thinking, I've already built the place or remodeled the place in Brackettville, Texas, Fort Clark Springs in my mind. I've already done that exercise, so now I have to come up with something new. And what I've been thinking about, well, probably in the next year or so, I may get rid of the Class C motorhome and get me just a little bitty travel trailer, just something to bug out and go camp for a day or two in the state parks near Brackettville. There's Garner State Park, there's Kickapoo State Park, and Seminole Canyon State Park, and some others within a couple hundred miles or so. And so I thought, well, just as a kind of a getaway on a weekend sometime, I might want to just do that. And I really don't want to go camping in a tent. Why? I'm just not into tents. But actually, a tent would have more room than what I'm considering. But what my plan is, boy, I'm already on it, guys. I've already been thinking about it. But anyway, what my plan is, just tentatively, now this is just a dream, okay? This is just a dream, is to get me possibly something like one of those runaway campers that are made in Florida. They're just a little box, that have a couple of windows and a door, and they add some electrical outlets and stuff. And it can be easily modified for, a 2 or 3 day camper, or possibly a week, because it doesn't have a shower, it doesn't have a toilet, but I don't care about all that. I can work that out. I've done it before, because I camped in a Toyota Prius, lived in it actually for months at a time over a period of 5 years. I did that. I did it. So the runaway camper, a new one, costs about $5,300. I'm sure you have to wait 2 years to get one, but I'm just thinking out loud. And they weigh 580 pounds. So with everything I'd put in it, would probably be another, 580, 680, probably 700 pounds total. And can I tow that with my Chevy Spark? Well, that's hard to say. You can put a Class 1 hitch on a Chevy Spark, but I think the Chevy Spark could tow 800 pounds. I think it would do okay with 800 pounds because, if you added 3 adults in this car, which it's designed for, I know that's carrying capacity, not towing, but then you'd add, say, 450 or 500 pounds. But if you added 3 adults in our country, the good ones, you may be looking at 900 pounds, okay? So you know what I mean? So I think the car is capable of towing 800 pounds comfortably, and that would be great. And that way I wouldn't have to get another car, because I like this car. But again, towing with a manual transmission, I tell you, it's really hard on the old clutch and stuff. But at some point, maybe I'll get a CVT. But these cars have gone up in price dramatically. I had mine delivered a year ago, not quite a year ago, for $12,278, and that same car today is $17,000. Crazy, isn't it? Man, talk about inflation, my God. Yeah, but a runaway camper is 4 feet wide and about 4 feet high on the inside, so you'd have to kind of squat to put your clothes on and stuff. But I did it in a Toyota Prius. Of course, I was 10 years younger too. But yeah, I think I'm just thinking, guys. I'm a dreamer, but I thought, that'd be pretty neat. And that way, if I wanted to just bug out somewhere, I could hook onto my little camper. It would fit under my camper deal and leave me room for the car. And yeah, it would all kind of fit nicely. So, and they also make a Ford pickup now called a Ford Maverick. It's around $20,000. Well, with everything, by the time you get the delivery and all that crap, you're looking at about $23,000 with taxes and stuff. And it's a hybrid, and it's going to get about close to 40 miles to the gallon, supposedly. And you know, for me, I'd probably get a little better than that, but that's an option, and that would tow the camper easily. And but it's just something to think about. You know, with that little pickup, I could probably tow a Casita, but I don't want a Casita. I mean, my son's got one. I could probably get it back if I wanted to, but I'm not, because I want to do the small, minimalistic type thing. So that's kind of something to think about, guys. And you guys that are just starting out camping, or just are still working and only get off a couple of days a week and whatever, if you have a pickup, put a camper top on it and make you a little camper in that thing. It's really easy to do. And you know, there's all kind of ways to charge stuff and run stuff now with these Bluetti things. Like I've got one, a small one. It'll run up to 700 watts. You know, you can run a fan, charge your phones, run a radio, you know, whatever you want to do with those things. And I could use that same thing in that runaway camper if I got one, which I probably won't. But it's good to have dreams, guys. Without dreams, the people perish. Actually, folks, with dreams, people perish. Okay, there's no way out. You're not going to get out of this alive. So let me turn my defroster on here a minute, because it's a little humid here today. There, that cleared it up. But yeah, it's a good way of life, camping and traveling. So, you know, I'd have to make reservations and all that, which is fine. You know, just go to Garner State Park for 2 or 3 days, and you know, just for a break in the action, just for a little variety. And who knows, I could go to New Mexico and whatever I wanted to do if I got good at it. And but that's a good year away. You know, step one, we got to get down to Brackettville, Texas, Fort Clark Springs, and get that going. And which reminds me, Thor called me today, the girl that's working on my quote case, and told me that it had been approved and they wanted to know where to mail the check. And I said, well, she said, we've got a Kingsland address. I said, well, can you hold on to that and let me get down to Brackettville, Texas, because I'm going to get a new P.O. box probably on Monday or Tuesday next week, and then you can just mail it directly to me there. She said, fine, just send me an email on Monday and Tuesday with your new mailing address, and I'll see that the check goes out there, and it would go out the 1st of December, because they send out checks twice a month. But that's good. So the Thor Manufacturing on my Class C motorhome, my 22E, has been very good on the warranty. I have had no issues at all, and replacing an air conditioner is a big item. Okay, that's you know, with mobile repair charges and the unit cost itself around $1,600. So, you know, they don't like to do many of those, but that's fine. They did cover it 100%. And so we're good to go with that, and that's a relief. And so then, you know, I've just been sitting around. You give me enough time alone, and I start dreaming. Okay, I mean, I say start. I never stop. And I was thinking, you know, I could do this, and do that. You know, I could buy me a van and use it as a car and a camper. But you know, a damn van, even if you get a used one today, it's probably $25,000 or more. You know, and I could do the runaway camper or something similar to that for $6,000. You know what I mean? And somebody's going to say, well, why don't you just get you a trailer, you know, that hauls stuff and fix it up yourself. Well, I'm not a fixer-upper, guys. You know, I'm not good at putting in windows and vents and all that kind of crap. So we'll buy one done. I'm not going to buy a used one, because I looked at the used prices on these small units, including the runaway, and hell, they're more expensive than the new ones. And the reason is, of course, is you got to wait so long to get a new one. I think the waiting time for a runaway now is about a year. It might be less. I'm not sure. I haven't called them. I'm just guessing on what I heard a year ago. So, but with that in mind, we're cruising along at 50 miles an hour on Highway 29 going east, which is into the sun. But it's not too bad. It's kind of off to the right. We'll make a turn here to the left and kind of keep it going. But yeah, but the runaway, weighing in at say 800 pounds total, I can get a Class 1 hitch on my Spark. I'd have to drive with it in 4th gear. I wouldn't be able to shift to 5th. because that'd be a little bit too much, I think. But if I hung around 50, 55 miles an hour, I think I'd still average 25 miles to gallon in that range. And I'm not worried about the gas so much. It's just, it would be pretty good. So it's just, again, dream, plan, dream. What else you gonna do? I'm 76 years old. What am I gonna do? Sit in a rocking chair? Well, I wouldn't mind doing that. But and watch TV. Well, if it was a good movie, I wouldn't mind that either. But no, I just don't want to make that my only lifestyle. I want to have things to plan on, look forward to, work on. If I happen to get that runaway, which again I probably won't. There's a guy pulling a little trailer right there. Anyway, but if I do, which I may not or probably won't, yeah, it'd be fun to fix it up because I can they'll put in a front. See, it comes with a air conditioner in the front, and it's got a little what do you want to call it? A board across there, or put stuff on. And I think there's enough room above that or on that to put my Instant Pot, my popcorn popper, and maybe get me a little countertop electric oven that I could use for cooking stuff if I needed to. And yeah, I think I could really rig it up pretty neat. And as far as the toilet, no problem with me, guys. 5-gallon can and a plastic bag. Hello world. And as far as a pee jug, I've already got one broke in. And so yeah, that's easy peasy stuff, man. And as far as taking a shower, then that becomes somewhat of an issue, but not really. If you're only going to be out for a few days, you can stay pretty damn clean by taking what I call a whore's bath, or whatever you want to call it. Just kind of wet a towel and wipe under your arms and your crotch and all that stuff. Some people use a little vinegar. Some people use other things. Some people use baby wipes. But no, that can all be done. I've done it before many times. And yeah, I've actually taken showers just right outside, just my old self butt naked. I'd set a gallon jug out in the sunlight for a couple of hours, and in the direct sunlight, believe it or not, it'll warm that water up pretty quick in the summer. And yeah, and then just use that to kind of pour over myself and wipe myself off, and then pour over some more and clean myself off, and then towel off, and we're done. And so I know how to do it, and I know I'm getting a little older, but yeah, it's something to think about, man. It's just, you got to have something to do and something to look forward to. Ain't it the truth? So I don't know if I'm going to do any videos over here at Rogers or not, because as I recall, all the units they have, they're small. He's got some small units, some little bitty ones, but they all have that rear cooking, where you open that rear deck and there's a refrigerator in there with a sink and a cooktop. That's neat. However, with the insects, the rain, the wind, the dust, and all the other stuff, it's not real, okay? It looks good, but in reality, I don't think it's very functional at all. If you're going to cook, you're going to have to be inside, out of the weather and the bugs and all that crap, in my opinion, or else just get stuff, eat out, or stuff from the grocery store that you can just heat up and go and get your little 12-volt fridge, and you're good. And that's all I do. I just get me a little 12-volt cooler, probably. I don't think I'd go all the way with a fridge, but just a cooler. And then as far as heating, none. You know what I mean? I'm not planning on going when it's 0 or whatever. But yeah, no, I wouldn't need heating at all. Cooling, we got an AC. Amen to that. Would I get a generator? No. No, I just go to a state park that has electric, pay the fee, and enjoy it. I'm not going boondocking. I don't plan to. I mean, this is all I just started this yesterday. So, this is all just plowing new ground, And I'm sure this video looks like Caca de Toro because we're going in and out of clouds and sun and stuff. But I did want to give you this news flash because that's just the kind of guy I am. And yeah, so we got a diamond, we got a chunk of coal that we need to polish now in Brackettville, Fort Clark Springs. Actually, Fort Clark Springs is an unincorporated community. Okay, So there are no city ordinances or any of that stuff, and building codes and all that crap. I'm sure there are some. You have to have plans approved by the committee there, I think. But it's not very restrictive at all. Not anything like Llano City, the city of Llano, Texas, or any other city that's incorporated. So what does that have to do with getting a small travel trailer? Nothing. Nothing. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, this is old Rusty 78609 saying, thumbs up, carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you one penny. So anyway, guys, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, and dream, dream, dream. If you're going to if you're just starting out RVing and you're in your 30s, 40s, early 50s, whatever, hell, try one of those little Runaways or something along that line, or get you just a plain old trailer and fix it up. You know, hell, it'd be a hell of an adventure. Anyway, adios amigos, bye-bye.